This the NC beat. I got a freak elite like Pablo Pete. 980 the Neo folders where the Charlotte leaks. 252 for the Greenville. Hat on blue for the Tar Heels. I can edge them on this paradox like crack foes, like the locks. We knock bolts and the notch. Now I know when he talks.
What up,
how I can even announce my parents to reach out. When this ball point the toes, my mental travel heaven spots like astro projection. Cannot conjoin the two of us if there is no connection. But you can close section. The NCB, the NCB. The NCB, the NCB, whoa, whoa.
Okay, Mr. Jackson, I love you, Mr. Jackson, for real, I do.
I almost got away. If it wasn't for that goddamn Gerald Jackson and the NCB mob, I almost got away. Got to be more careful. You got to be more careful. This goddamn light is bright. Oh my God, y'all, I gotta get another light. Send me a new light. Whew. Lord have mercy, Jesus. The lies, 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 Larry. The lies, Larry. When you gonna tell the truth, Larry? When you gonna tell the truth, Larry? You can't tell the truth to save your life. A motherfucker can play your voice, show a receipt, and you still won't even tell the truth. Now you trying to get these hoes, them dumb hoes over there to pay you $24 for you to lie again. Y'all want to listen to, y'all want to pay for a lie? Lord have mercy, Jesus. Oh my God. Oh my, my, my. My. Well, the Raleigh Police Department is investigating Larry Reid and this new information that has come forward about from Vincent Terrill Hill, whatever the man's name is, child. The Raleigh Police Department is investigating Larry Reid. The investigation is still from the same case from 2018 when Levontre Andrews filed a police report. Now that Vincent has come out and has stated that Larry Reid did the, listen to this, because Levontre said he was 15 years old at the time. 15 years old. Vincent said, and we're going to get to the video. He said that Larry Reid did the same exact thing to him that Levontre sat up on Woody Woodpecker and said Larry Reid did. The same. So if a man is alleging that you molested him at 15 and you did these things that Levontre said, and Vincent, who's been your friend for more than a decade, when people started seeing Larry on that show by himself, they already knew something was going on with Vincent, but we all had already knew that Vincent and Larry had been in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? But you remember when I told y'all how Larry looked back in the day with his head round? Here it go right here. You see how Larry's head is round? You see how his head is puffy? That's what I was telling you. See, y'all be thinking I be lying when I tell. Now, I might not show up on time for my show like I'm supposed to sometimes now. But when it come to lying on somebody, I ain't going to do it. But at the end of the day, this goes to show you how Larry was puffy. His head was big and round. And you see Vincent looks the same. You get what I'm saying? But now when you look at Larry... Now, I said now, when you look at that goddamn kryptonite and you look at that goddamn Grand Reaper, now when you see him, he looks sick. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. He looks sick. And the nigga won't tell the truth to save his life. I'd be damned if I pay $24 to go listen to some more lies. That man is upset because this man has come out and told all of his business that we already knew about. Well, we didn't know about it, but we knew about it. You get what I'm saying?
And then for people, for and I disagree with Vincent on one thing he said. We're gonna get to the video. I disagree with the fact that he talked about content creators was doing this for like, clicks, and views, baby. We only can go off of what's put out there. We didn't have the stuff you had. Had we had the stuff you had, because you sat and watched us, but you didn't send us nothing. You didn't even have to come out the woodworks. All you could have done was send it to us. So you can't try to roast us down to the ground because we didn't have all this shit that you secretly recorded and set Larry up to get. But we appreciate you for all your hard work. And, we thank you so much for the work that you have done. Thank you for setting this man up. Thank you for recording him. Thank you. That's why you don't do nothing. Because motherfuckers be recording you. See, when I talk to a motherfucker that I know record, I'm going to give you some shit. I'm going to talk to you in a way that you're going to think you got some. You're going to be like, damn, I ain't getting nothing, show, like. So let me tell y'all a little. This is Larry Reid and Vincent. What's Vincent's name? Terrill. Let me see. Terrill Hill of Larry Reid Live. He was with Larry Reid. Today he dropped a video early this morning, and he talked about how Larry Reid is a liar and how he is a manipulator and how he prey on his followers. Let me tell y'all something. I would never tell my followers to send me money and to donate and go spend it on some hoes or some men or go buy some crack or to go out here and splurge and do all of this. I need to, Gerald, what are you doing? Okay, I done bought me a camera with the money y'all done sent. So now I can go and travel and do sit-down interviews. I done spent some of the money y'all sent to go and fly somebody in who's been molested and sexually assaulted and have a sit-down interview. When people donate to your work, they need to see the work. Because if they don't see the work, then this happens. This is what happens. People start finding out that you are over here in these streets paying for pussy. And when you look as ugly, I'm talking about ugly as hell. When you look as ugly as Larry Reid, you got to pay. You got to pay. Ain't no man or no woman finna get in no relationship with you looking like that. Hell no. Hell no. You ugly. And I can talk my shit because I ain't ugly. I look good, but you better ask these hoes in real life. Don't let this camera shit fool you. Having hoes all in my DMs every night, every day. Trying to talk to the baddest bug, but I don't want to because you ain't got nothing. Okay? When you got more than me, baby, come on my way. When you don't, okay? So at the end of the day, Larry, we know why you had this man as a chef. Because Vincent said you already had a chef. He already had a chef. So let me give y'all a little background, let y'all know what's going on, because I'm all over the place. But I'm going to get to this video because I can't commentate better than Vincent commentated in this. Oh, he going to tell the whole story. Let me just explain it to you like this. Just imagine Tiny, right? With all of the allegations T.I. and Tiny got, right? Just imagine Tiny saying, I'm done with T.I. I'm going to blow the motherfucking whistle. And she go and tell everything. They been lying about fucking with them hoes. I'm just hypothetically speaking. But she gonna say, oh, yeah, it was true. Yeah, he was doing it. I wasn't doing it. I was just there. It's my husband. I was just there. That's how Vincent and Larry Reid was like this. They was close. It was two peas in a pod. They was close. They was fucking each other. They even got an audio with Larry talking about nothing in somebody and talking about his spirit is in their spirit. And see, let me tell you one of the things that was done for Larry Reid. Let me tell y'all this. I received a phone call, and I'm not going to say the bishop's name because this is under investigation. So I received a phone call the other night, and it was a conversation, and I'm putting this out here just for y'all to know, and it'll be out here. But trust me, I'm good, right? I received a phone call from someone who was on a phone call with Larry Reid, Bernard Jordan, and Bishop Bloomer. And from my understanding, this phone call was dealing with something with the College of the Bishops or whatever the case may be. And the person told me that Larry, George Bloomer, and Bernard Jordan was going to come after me. And I said, what do you mean come after me? I said, do you mean that they're going to sue me? He said they were secretly, they secretly going to come after you. That's what he said. So what I did was I put my goons on high alert. Okay. But see, I'm smart because I wouldn't dare let my people get in trouble over some false prophets and false and fake bishops. So I called my lawyer. My lawyer gave me advice. And they asked me, they said, do you know of them to do this? And I was like, I mean, it's been rumors and I've heard. But then Larry Reid went live today. And he said that it's a lot of people that want to do something to Vincent. Woo! Thank you, Holy Ghost. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Woo! I'm sorry. I had a praise break real quick because when I think of his goodness and all he's done for me, woo, thank you, Holy Ghost. See, he got online. And let me, oh, shit, see, oh, thank you, Holy Ghost. Let me let y'all hear this. So he said that some people want to do something to Vincent, but he keeps saying no. Okay, hold on. So out of his own mouth, let me let y'all hear this. Hold on, let me show you this.
In the right space it belongs. And it's just so interesting to me that it's like he's upset that I have properties and cars. And
listen, bitch, ain't nobody mad that you got properties and cars, bitch. Let me tell you something. It don't matter if you got properties, cars, or whatever. It don't matter if Vincent is mad. It don't matter if you fired him. Ho, we don't give a damn about that. The fact is that you're a liar. You have been exposed, and I don't care about the grown people he was fucking. I care about the young man that was 15 years old in his ministry that he was using his position as a pastor to groom. And to all my content creators, get you some bloggers insurance. I tell y'all that all the time. This man talking about suing. Get you some bloggers insurance so that you will have $1 million at your legal defense that you can spend to defend yourself for speaking out against Larry Reid, because you have a constitutional right. Okay, just make sure your stuff stay around what's going on. Don't be alleging stuff you ain't got nothing, because you have a right to interpret things the way you interpret it. You have a right to give your opinion on it. You don't have to say it's a fact. You can say, I believe that he did it. I believe that he raped. That's your opinion. You don't have to have no fact. You didn't say Larry Reid raped Levon Trey. You didn't say that. You said you believe. He's a manipulator. He's a gaslighter. And what he does is that just like if somebody make up some lies on me and I come to y'all trying to explain all the time, trying to say this all the time, trying to say this all the time. I got followers. I'm on BET. My followers ain't gonna believe that. I got a platform that I can just tell the people my side of the story. Well, you told your side, Vincent told his side. Your side don't make Vincent a liar because Vincent showed proof. You ain't showed no proof. Vincent put the evidence out for free. He put the evidence out for free for the content creators to get it and to commentate on you. He didn't charge nobody to go behind no damn paywall. And the people like you and they want to support you and they going broke doing it. Instead of you saying, if you ain't got no money to do, I'm going to do it for my supporters that love me. My supporters that come up here and support. You ain't got the money, but I'm going to do it for you. It's like you are robbing them people. We ain't never seen you give no give. Have y'all seen him give a giveaway? Have y'all seen him give out. Why did you leave God? See, let me tell you something. All of this right here is nobody but God. God is whooping Larry Reid's tail, and he can't handle it. He can't handle it. This nobody, all this stuff that's happening, God is exposing Larry Reid. That's all God is doing. God is exposing him. It's not the devil. It's God. It's God. It's God. Because the devil keeps molestation covered up. The devil keeps manipulation covered up. The devil God exposes all of that. Especially when you done said, Lord, Lord, Lord. Oh, God, I give you. You know why? People say, well, dang, why is it that the wicked people get blessed more than me? And I'm doing right. Because you made a decision to live with God, and you faking, and you phony, and you acting up. And what you're doing, it's not in the will of the Lord. And God is exposing you. See, if you would have stayed a sinner and acted a sinner, you wouldn't have this problem. You will have this problem, but you will care less than care more. You get what I'm saying? But we're going to roast your ass down to the ground today. And then we're going over to the Wiley show later on tonight, and we're going to roast your ass over there some more. Or however he got his show going on. All right. So we're going to get to this story about Vincent. It's really nothing for me to say other than these two was like two peas in a pod. They were close. They were real, real close. Okay. This man knows Larry's darkest secrets. However, he chose to let out this little bit. But Larry pays people off. He pays people off, and he don't want to tell the truth, but he will tell the truth if it has to be in the court of law. Because all these bloggers, all these people that reached out to me today, baby, everybody's blowing up Raleigh Police Department, sending all these videos to the police department because Larry Reid need to be arrested, not for all this other stuff he's doing with these grown people, but for the simple fact that a man who has been friends with him for over a decade, that was in his ministry, came out and corroborated what Levontre Andrews said. All a jury needs to hear is all these victims, including Levontre and Vincent, and I promise you, they're gonna send Larry up the road for molesting, for raping this boy at 15 years old. I guarantee you. Listen, I sit in court trials all the time. I see how it goes. Some of these people just got witnesses. They ain't got no evidence and no proof. They just got testimony of people going to the stand and corroborating what they are saying. You got all of these boys. Why they coming out? A lot of these people come out because in the situation, they are not really, because you know some people have nervous laughs, right? They laugh when they're nervous, but you have to know psychology and you have to study that stuff to know that stuff. Some people are like, no, you laughing, but that's not how it works. So sometimes people can be in uncomfortable situations and they don't say nothing. They just let it play out. They act a role, but then they get to a point in their life where it's like, this was not okay. And they come out, because had they came out then, you would have probably had them killed. You probably would have paid them off. You probably would have did all this stuff that you claim that you ain't do. Let me put this picture up here real quick. Let me show y'all something real quick. Somebody sent this to me. Somebody sent this to me, and I'm gonna put it up on the glass. Hold on, y'all. Somebody sent this to me. I'm gonna put this up on the glass. This is Larry Reid and his gay boyfriend allegedly coming out of a hotel room or apartment or something, but it was caught on Ring camera. It was caught on Ring camera. Some of y'all may have already seen it. I don't know. It was sent to me. I apologize, whoever picture it is. But It was sent to me. Let me put this up here. And then I'm going to put up here. Now, this is King Payne's. Shout out to King Payne. King Payne was able to get that marriage certificate of Larry Reid, a cousin. And see, the young man talked about that. If you remember when we talked about Lester up here the other night, he talked about how, you know, Larry made him marry Larry's cousin. And Larry talked about it. He said, he told Vincent, he said, I talked about, you know, I asked her if she would do a contract marriage. So what about, was that a lie too? I mean, so I'm gonna show y'all this picture right here. This is Larry Reid and Lester, okay? This is what Larry likes to do. He likes to, you know, chase these boys, these men. He used that money from Patreon. Where else you getting the money from, Larry? Who else sending you the money? How about this? How about you stay off the internet for a month, 6 months, and let's see how much money you really got. Let's see. To get up here and don't beg for 6 months. How about that? But you can't. Okay, look at this right here. Now, this is the marriage certificate that was obtained by King Payne. Okay, the state of Georgia, county of Fulton. This is to certify that Lester, Stephon Peltier, and Latrice LaTwan Spencer were united in marriage by Pastor Shamako. Then y'all got Shamako over there marrying people, and he gay. Like, I don't understand. I'm just trying to understand. Larry's talking about he over there trying to teach somebody how to do this and coach somebody about God, and you gay. And you in sin. When are you going to take a HIV test? Do we need to get up here and say that you got HIV so that we can get your ass in court so you can prove to us that you ain't got it? What do we need to say? Because we got $1 million in defense funds over here. Oh, okay. All right, y'all, because I got to hurry up. I got to go. Oh, Lord, I'm going to be late. So listen, let's get into it.
Series on spiritual abuse, I've gained a wealth of knowledge and a new perspective. But most of all, it's caused me to clearly see how silence is complicity. Thus, my silence, though serving me, has not served the masses. So as the universe wills, I am presented an opportunity to come clean. Let me start by apologizing to all that have been affected by what I'm about to address, but suffered long because of my silence. I must also seize the moment to offer my apologies to one person in particular, Elisa Dunn. I know what it is to play a part in a network where victims were created. And to be honest with you, I didn't say anything at all. And it's one of my biggest regrets. It's the reason why I'm really doing this video. Specifically, there are two people that I carry in my heart because I should have spoke up and I didn't. And though I think it's too late to stir the waters now, I want to say to you two specifically, I am so sorry. It will be self-explanatory by the end of this episode why I needed to apologize to Lisa. By the way, hi, my name is Vincent Terrill Hill. Some call me Buddha. Some call me V. Terrill Hill. And for some of you, you call me Elder Vincent Terrill Hill. I worked with Larry Reid from Larry Reid Live from 2003 to 2018. In that time, I was everything from a personal assistant. I traveled statewide and internationally. But most importantly, I am the creator and originator of the Larry Reid Live show. Throughout those 15 years, 13 years were spent in a sexual relationship with Larry Reid. For a while, I believed I was the only one, or rather, the only man. However, Larry made me aware after our sexual relationship was over, I wasn't. I will disclose the other men in the church he's had some sort of sexual relationship with outside of me as we move forward. Most of what I say in this video is provable. Everything else I saw with my own eyes or those directly connected to it told me.
My God.
None of this is secondhand information.
did take my comb for how many years in your ass. So it's my spirit is in you.
Yes, while he was married, pastoring, traveling the road, working with me on Larry Reid Live, we maintained an ongoing sexual relationship. That, to my knowledge, only he, Shamako Bryant, and myself was aware of from 2005 to approximately 2017 when I cut off the sexual relationship. Shamako didn't like our relationship.
I remember you love both of us, but which of them decided him that didn't like our relationship?
More on Shamako later. Now you may ask, where did I get these audio clips from? Late night on January the 15th, 2023, Larry drove to my house to have a conversation with me months after him and I stopped communicating.
What? Wonder what that was about.
Because he halted payment on an arrangement agreed upon for years of work I did during my 13 years of service with Larry, the Breakthrough Church, Breakthrough Temple, and all of the iterations thereof, including Larry Reid Live. If you remember January the 15th, 2023, you may also remember Levontre Andrews. He was being interviewed by Tasha K, premiering in parts on YouTube, but in full on her website that same night. That night, he texted me out of nowhere wanting to talk and saying he will pay me my money that he owes me.
See, this is the thing right here. Now, for me to get an understanding of what's going on, because I had to analyze this. I said, okay, he brought up Levontre Andrews during that time. Now he wants to talk and pay him. So it's like he's trying to do damage control. Let me go ahead and get Vincent out the way so he don't get up here and try to corroborate this story that Levontre is on Tasha K telling, because Vincent knows a lot. So now it seems like Larry want to come on and pay him what he owe him. Let y'all read the text messages. Y'all see the text messages right there? What he said, Larry said, January 15th, I had 2 dreams about you 2 weeks ago, and I should have reached out, but due to how things went, I hesitated. I would like to have a convo about our relationship. Also, is your PayPal and BOA the same? Hey, yes, it's the same. Let's connect soon. Larry says, can we meet now? And I sent after I talk, you home? Vincent says, yes, I'm home. I forgot how to get there. Shoot me the address. I'm going to slip on clothes. Okay. Vincent says, I have a tenant, have to meet in your car. And Vincent said, Larry says, okay, that's fine. Vincent sends something. Larry said, I'll send ETA as soon as I get in the car. 11:57 was the ETA. Vincent says, that you outside? Larry said, yes, trying to get off the phone. Okay, I'm done. January 16, 2023. Larry responds back, hey, Lord, I stayed up too late at doctor's. He says, I'm going to be able to do a minimum of 5,000 every 30 days. So that will be done in 6 months, counting January. I know I can do that, and I'm not overcommitting.
Now, one might feel it was hush money. However, he attributed his desire to talk to a dream he had, and he felt led to text me and to meet with me. Now, speaking of Levontre Andrews, let's go ahead and air this out real quick. If honest, Levontre and Larry would corroborate this one thing. I had no idea Levontre had accused Larry of molesting him 2 years later. To this day, I haven't received a clear answer from Larry or anyone in Larry's camp why no one told me when I was literally the guy that handled all of the, or most of the fires rather, in the church.
Wait, so he was the George Bloomer for Larry Reid, because it's alleged that Bishop George Bloomer, they say that he go to the people, they tell him what they got on Jakes. He go to Jakes. Now, this is all allegedly. This is what I heard from a real credible source. He goes to Jakes, tell Jakes what it is. They want 75,000. Them checks get rolled. They go away. You get what I'm saying? See, they can't pay me off. Not when it comes to no molestation. Now, if it's about, okay, your wife or you cheating on your wife and you got something, maybe I would swallow, that check that you go write me out, but molestation, we ain't doing none of that. But damn, you was putting out the fires, Vincent. Okay, so Vincent, you was the damage control, huh?
When Larry finally told me what happened around 2017 or something like that, 16 or 17, approximately 16 or 17, it was a very super generic story that I believed Levontre was lying because I remember Levontre being a lying teenager in the church. So I just chucked it off and went on about my business. After leaving the Larry Reid Live community in 2018, someone prompted me, you need to go speak to Levontre. He feels like you helped Larry cover up his story.
My Lord.
And I said, huh? So I reached out to Levontre just simply to let him know I didn't find out till many years later, only to realize that phone call brought me more than what I bargained for. Once Levontre gave me his side of the story, significant parts of it startled me because it mirrored the same sexual experiences I had with Larry Reid. See, Larry is a voyeur. He loves to see people naked. Daquan recounts a time that Larry purchased him new underwear and wanted to see him in the underwear. Levontre recounted a time where Larry asked him to clean up his room in his underwear. What Levontre didn't know up until now, and he still doesn't know, he's hearing this while you're hearing this, I knew he was telling the truth the whole time.
Oh, that's it right there. That right there. If Vincent go to the Raleigh Police Department and tell them that Larry Reid did the same thing to him, or whatever reason he feel like, Levontre isn't lying again, because this whole story has been about Larry Reid molesting him. Vincent, you do the right thing. Get this man some justice. Fuck a lawsuit.
Because I too was requested by Larry to do the exact same thing many a times. Although I wasn't there, I said to Larry, as it relates to Levontre, here's what I said to Larry. Either you did something to Levontre, or you provided the inappropriate details of your bedroom fetishes to a young member in the church. Either way, you are dirty, dog, wrong.
One of the things that always bothers me about this Levontre thing is one thing and one thing only. When I talked to him back in 17, 18, he said something that was eerily similar to our experience. And I asked you about it, and you said that you told him some stuff, and yada, yada, yada. So in my mind, even if that was just that, there was already a line crossed. You think maybe you can just let him have this and just let him filter it out?
It's so interesting to see. That's what we're talking about in the past. And Marco said, he said, I know y'all gonna be talking about other stuff. He said, but you need to ask Vincent what he thinks and stuff like this. Vincent good what to do.
But I don't think that would bode well in court, because that admission could be seen as, well, if he was having an improper relationship with the assistant, why couldn't he have an improper relationship with the drama? So that's a lot.
It shouldn't have happened. And I told Larry explicitly, leave that boy alone. Now let me go deeper. No abuser operates alone, right? He or she always has a network of people to help them be who and how they are, which is a monster. No abuser operates alone. There is always a network of people aiding and hiding their secrets and abetting in their schemes and dirty work. If you know you are or were a part of such a network, get out while you can.
Shamako Bryant, though he appears nice, is not innocent. In my opinion, you know what's worse than someone who stabs you in the back? That same person who hides the knife and helps you clean the wound. Shamako and Larry were boyfriends before I even got in the picture in 2003. And in my opinion, still maintain some sort of romantic understanding or committed relationship. Ooh. For those who were around in the church days, Mako moved out, and right after he moved out to his own apartment, I moved in to Larry's house. Mako did not like the fact that I was there because he knew Larry would eventually not keep his hands to himself, and he couldn't do anything about it. So guess who had to pay for it because he could not control Larry? I did. Shamako found out about Larry and I when I told him in 2005 during a ride back from Raleigh to Fayetteville, and here is how it happened. Prior to that, Mako and I, wanting to see each other naked, met at the then church musician's house, Antoine Shepard, while he was out of town. Mako, for whatever reason, had a key to Antoine's house, so we went there, stripped naked. We were young and dumb, giddy and childish, but hey, we did it. I thought it was a good time. We didn't touch each other at the time. We just saw each other naked. However, what I thought was Mako being fun and my friend, in reality was him fishing for information on whether or not Larry and I was having sex. He was willing to do anything to find out. And of course, I told it because at the time I didn't know any better. Mako, as late as 2021, is still the same way, sneaky and sexually deviant. Yes, we flirted. I'm not a superstar in this. He fondled me all the time, playing around, touching me in areas he shouldn't touch me.
You know what? Somebody did say Larry Diddy Reid.
We've exchanged nudes. The Thursday before the Reformation experience in 2021, Mako masturbated in front of me on FaceTime whilst I watched. He asked me of my thoughts of a foursome between Larry, Kendall, Locklear, and myself. He said it was a fantasy of his.
Oh, Vincent is dangerous. Oh, he's dangerous. Oh, he dangerous. Ooh, see, he dangerous. Oh, you don't do no stuff. Listen, as a friend, let me tell y'all something. Let me stop, because as a friend, as a person who's been my friend, we would never record each other, secretly record each other, fall out, and put dirt on each other. We would never do that because we don't have no records of anything that we do. So it's like, oh, Vincent is doing a favor for everybody. But I would never watch a video like this. These some bad friends right here, y'all. Oh, these some bad friends. I wouldn't record my friends and do my friends like this. Oh no, I don't give a goddamn we fell out or what. It ain't. I'm not about to do that. That's crazy right there. Oh, this is crazy.
Well, I guess that's a fivesome or quadruplet or whatever. It's five. He even admitted by being caught by Nathan Locklear's now incarcerated son Day Day at a gay meetup spot off of Cheshire Bridge Road. Is Mako sweeter acting, portraying way more innocent in comparison to Larry Reid? Yes. But is he worse than Larry Reid, if you ask me? Absolutely. Now, I need to stop to say sorry to Latrice and Lisa. While at this time you both were being dogged by your ex-husbands for what y'all did or were doing, they did it first and literally continued to do it right up under your noses.
And he was going in like, only thing we got in common is X, Y, Z, and this, right, this. And I'm like, what is you talking about? That's not a good look. And the way you try to say, I'm the queen of the family, that was degrading. It was disrespectful.
The reality is that their timeline makes no sense to me. When they say the relationship started and the issues with Marco and Latrice's relationship, it's very strange. Because in my opinion, before we moved from North Carolina, this may not be true. But in my mind, they were already in a relationship under.
Why Larry got an alien head? You ever seen an alien turn their head to the side? Don't he got an alien head? Hold on.
In reality,
wait, let me go back real quick. Hold on. Well, I done messed the live up. I'm trying to see his
giddy
head.
and childish, but hey, we did it. I thought it was a good time. We didn't touch each other.
I done messed the video up.
All the time, playing around, touching me in areas he shouldn't touch me.
Oh shit, we've
exchanged nudes.
Hold on, man, we way back.
From North Carolina, this may not be true. But in my mind, they were already in a relationship under Marco's notes. So in my mind, I feel like they're not truthful. But they could be telling their truth. But from the outside looking in, it looks like you're grown enough to look back and see when this relationship started. Now, what you're telling us sounds good. But the reality is there was a connection, something drawn between y'all before then, because you were spending a lot of time over there. And even from a professional standpoint, Felicia brought a broken relationship with her daughters to our church to be fixed. And Latrice was supposedly one of the keys. That's why her and Felicia was connected. But when I began to notice something else going on, I told Latrice and Shamako in North Carolina a long time ago, I said, keep them at your house. I said, because there's something with lesbian doesn't connect to them. And I even put Felicia under that same, for lack of a better word, spirit, because that's how I was communicating then. It was you and another woman while you married. That should have never been. But it was, and that's okay. So when they tell this story like it's squeaky clean, I don't know who y'all want to believe that. I don't believe it.
Let's talk about Kendall. Kendall is the same, complicit and just as sexual promiscuous, allegedly. I've seen, Kendall, I've seen you with my own eyes nude. You sent a nude to Mako. Mako showed it to me. It was a side profile of you with your back arched and you're on all fours on your bed looking at the camera. I saw it. You know you took it. You didn't send it to me. How did Mako get it? Right. According to Mako, Kendall was caught sending his nudes all over Miami. When caught, Larry wouldn't fire him, according to what Mako told me, because Kendall knew too much. It was a liability to keep him and a liability to fire him.
Wow.
I told you this network is dirty, dark, and deviant. Nathan Locklear, I want to apologize for what I'm going to say next, but your business has been broadcasted to Mako, Kendall, and myself by, I guess at the time it was Apostle Reid, maybe it was Larry.
Oh, definitely wasn't no apostle.
He shared how you were the best dick sucker he's ever had or experienced. He also went as far as to share your nudes with
y'all sucking sick dick Reid, Larry. Y'all sucking Larry. Y'all sucking sick dick Larry Reid. Oh my.
Thus, there were still shots of a video. I guess you were in front of Larry naked on FaceTime where, well, Larry was recording and sent us the still shots.
Oh.
Now, those of you that are viewers, you may not recognize this, what I'm going to show you, but Nathan knows his body, and I'm sure Crystal does too.
Oh, my Lord.
Prophet Philip McFeeters, pastor of Life Changers World Worship Center, located in Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, yeah, he going up on the blog, too, thanks to Larry for recording this video of him drunker than a Cooter Brown. Thank you, Vincent. You gave me another story on a pastor. Faking the phone, playing with the Lord. I'm going to get all you hoes that play with the Lord. Stop playing with him.
According to Larry, Philip and him are also sexually active and emotionally entangled. Are you seeing this pattern? Why do I have a video of Prophet McFeeters drunk, stripping naked while entering a hotel room in Miami? What? Take a wild guess how I would get that video.
Go ahead, I'm gonna make sure you get in the bed. Go get the bed.
I'm getting in the bed.
Okay. I'm about to go get in the bed. Text me in the morning when you wake up.
All right, love you too. I thought you had to pee.
I'm gonna pee when I get home.
Okay.
Let me ask y'all a question. Now, I'm a smart person. Larry want us to believe that he just left that room and went on by his business. You want us to believe just because you cut the camera off right there, that you left out that room. But I don't believe you left the room. I believe that was just a little bit of recording you got to send to whoever you wanted to send, and then you went on right back in that room. Because if if Vincent is describing you, you love to see men naked. Ain't no way you ran out that room, Larry. You didn't run out that room, Larry. You didn't run to your room and go pee. I don't believe you did that, Larry. I don't believe that. I believe you got what you wanted just a little bit so you can send it to your friends, Shamako, and and then I believe you went back in that room because that man was, you saw all that booty walking by. He was drunk. You got money. You can pay people to shut up and don't say nothing. Especially if these people are making 6 figures a year or have 6 figures a year, of course you can shut them up. Of course they gonna stay and get this money. I ain't got nothing to do with them. Do my damn job. You ain't come over here. Thank you for calling the MBN network. Would you like a prophecy today? We really have a word from the Lord for you. Oh, please give it to me. I need it right now. You don't know what to say. All right, for this word, it's going to be $250. Be faithful tonight. Sow a seed. Let the Lord work these things out for you. Sow that seed today. Well, I don't have the money. I just need a word to see what I can do. Do you have $30? We can give you a $30 word. Y'all know how I go. But we don't believe that Larry, the beat mob don't believe that Larry just left that room like he claimed. We believe he turned around, went back up in there, and sowed a big seed to that man's church.
Now, honestly and sincerely, I would like to apologize to Philip and Nathan for them falling casualties in this messy web. But if I left them out of the extremes, the point of this video would be for naught.
Hey, Rashad, bitch, don't worry about me, ho.
I could go on and on. Junior, the bodybuilder, the security, the masseuse, another sexual partner of Larry, according to what Larry told me this past April 2023. I would roast, what's that nigga name? I would roast Rashad Burrison. I would roast him, but you already taking up all the disability money where you live at, so I ain't trying to make you disabled no more, so you keep robbing them damn people down there. So I'm going to let you live tonight because I got to go to another show after this, and I'm already late. Everyone in this picture are the ones I've just named. So if you want to know who is Larry having sex with or some kind of sexual immoral relationship with, look at those in his inner circle. You ever wondered why Josh Merrills or Cameron Phillips are never invited on these trips? And if they're invited, they never seem to go? Same for back in the church days. It was the men right up under him. Not every man, but those who were close to him, Larry had inappropriate dealings with. I will name the full list later in the video, but Lisa, you remember when you stole the phone? You were texting the wrong men. Lisa, if you would have texted me what you text those other men, I would have responded. Lisa, you were right the whole time. Every time you were being gaslit for trying to break into his computer because you knew he was doing something wrong. It was Mako. It was Kendall. I was there. I saw it. He was doing it with me. He called you crazy. He talked about you. To this day, I've heard you make demeaning jokes about the time you lost your mind because you just knew he was cheating and you were never wrong. And I watched complicit as he made you look like a fool. And again, I say to you,
Lord,
I am so sorry. I am so sorry. All right, let's keep going. It hurts my heart to know so many people sow into the MBN network weekly, only for the leaders of this organization or the head leader to splurge, wasting money, and from what I have heard, promise much to the members or the patrons, yet drop the.
No, Larry Reid is not married. He left his wife for a man.
Ball, underperform, or never fulfill the said projects or promises. One example of wasted funds, you might have heard of a recent story of this guy, this former staff member called Lester Peltier.
As it relates to all the rumors that be going on in folk mind, just be made up in their mind. I am single and I can do what the hell I want to do. But that ain't happening. Larry Darnell Reid. No, that's no. I wish I would be fooling up with a mentally ill, I'm talking about a lover of somebody that's mentally ill, poor, not American citizen. I just can't understand what y'all think. Who y'all think I am?
But listen, you see what I'm saying? This is the gaslighting that gets on my nerves. Like this is what really pisses me off about Larry, because why is your cousin name on Lester's marriage certificate, their marriage certificate? If you don't know this guy, this stuff never happened. This guy's mentally ill. He's poor. You know, it's like he sits in the chair, and because he has this money that BT gave him for that struggling show, views are low than hoes. You know, he tries to downplay this stuff as if it's not true, as if he's a saint. If you was a saint, you would still be with God. You's a sinner. You see what I'm saying? And Bernard Jordan, them ain't no good either. They fake phony. That's why you don't see nobody calling Bernard Jordan to their church. Ain't nobody want that damn slow ass shit up in their pulpit. The Lord, speak fast, cause we got to go eat. Okay, come on. Listen. It's Sunday. We got to go get ready for work tomorrow. Ain't nobody got time for you to be sitting up here with them damn funeral shades on, trying to preach to somebody with that with all that damn ketchup smeared on that damn robe you be walking around here with. Speak fast, sir.
I don't understand that. Do you see my ex-wife? Do you see the I know there are beautiful women around me and beautiful men around me. Y'all see that? So then why am I gonna go out and do that? Y'all just need to think just a little bit. I'm not having no lover that you gotta be fine in every way, shape. Come on now. And I'm not taking care of you. That's not happening. Let me explain. Whoever I'm gonna be with, I'm gonna take care of them. But you need to be able to take care of your darn self if I was not in the picture, what I'm saying. No, it's crazy.
Hold on. I'm finna show y'all a receipt real quick. Hold on.
That is the dumbest thing in the world.
He was put on staff to be a chef for the MBN network. Wallace, there was already a chef on staff, Latrice. Lester is now alleging that outside of the contract, which included housing, transportation, and the regular payroll, he was getting way more from Larry. This Lester story is not adding up, even when you hear it from Larry's mouth.
Eventually, we end up, I was paying for some stay places, but like the money was tight. So I said, I can kill for that. He had to come to Atlanta. Right. So he came to Atlanta, which was good because they kept the contract of marriage. And it was always into something. So it was time for Thanksgiving or Christmas. And Marco wanted him gone, right? He always had one of our old people there. Mm-hmm. And he left, he went to his aunt's house and took his stuff. But while he was there, just considering all different stuff that was going on, Michael said, let's send the rest of his stuff there. You know, like, let's see if we can stay a little bit while longer so we can just clear our mind and find out what we're going to do. It's okay. Well, he started thinking, these people.
This is a receipt I'm just putting up. This ain't even what. This ain't just counting, but look at, this is the money that Larry was sending this man. Lester, the one that he's downplaying, the one that he sat on that, you know, on that live talking about this man mentally ill. This man is poor. He's not a U.S. citizen. You see what I'm saying? So all of that stuff that Larry was saying to his followers, because he has to do what he has to do to keep that money coming in. He can't come out here and just give in. He got to keep making his followers believe that everybody's jealous of him. We don't need a $785,000 mansion to live life. Some of us good with a duplex. Some of us good with a 3-bedroom house. You don't need all that shit. Don't nobody need no millions of dollars to live. Long as you can pay your bills and you comfortable where you are, that's all. You may want to desire more, but you don't need all that money to live and make it. So don't nobody give a damn about how much money and how many houses you got, or how many houses and cars and jewelry your followers bought you. You get what I'm saying?
Trying to get rid of me. So he's in New York. I feel like we're trying to get rid of him. He flew back to Miami, but he ended up homeless because he had no money. And he got frostbitten and had to go to the hospital. So he gets mad. And guess who he called? This shit. Oh, Jesus. Huh? We're going to check this out. So when I hear him saying this on the phone, I'm like, let's see what happened. Let me get to the phone call. So he calls Mr. Whitehead. Now, we don't know any stuff that's going on. Come find out Mr. Whitehead was going to pay him $20,000 up front, $20,000 at the end. Flew him back to New York, put him in a hotel room for 3 days. He's going to meet him at 8 o'clock. He called us at 6. All of us had blocked him by this time because we were going to make him crazy. But he didn't, Mako didn't block him. So he called Mako. And he said, I'm about to, I got in contact with Bishop Blackhead. We're going to do a story on Reid. And y'all pushed me to marry Latrice. He said all the stuff he needed to say to set up. We're trying to make it a federal thing. Okay. And when Michael said, well, why are you calling and telling me this? After he got his customer first. I just want Reid to call me, you know. I can't believe he did it. I know this is not how he is. What's going on? But see, I was trying to tell him in November, so I said, I'm doing a whole lot. I can't take care of you and do what I got to do. Right. And so, you know me, Mako called me and tell me what's going on. I said, okay, well, let me do that. Mako said, Reid, he just wanted to talk to me. I feel like you talked to him, this is the kid out of this. I said, I don't give a fuck. Right. I'm sitting in front of me. I said, don't nobody try to make me do something. I said, I'm grown. And I'm about to get off, and he said, no, that's okay. He called my whole name. And it's like something just clicked. He said, listen to me, Larry, Reid. Call me. So I grabbed the phone, and I called him. And as soon as I put the phone, I'm so sorry. I got something to tell you. I said, what? Lamar, which is his first name, right. I've been knowing him since 2019. He paid me to get close to you and get inside your business to find out who you are. So they just had to let that whole thing go because he didn't go through it. You know, so he apologized. I made sure he had somewhere to stay because I fired Orlando. So Larry Lappin has some Mercedes in an apartment in the Buckingham.
Now, let me point this out to everybody. Let me point this out because y'all know I have to stop commentating. That's how I do. Isn't it ironic? Or for those that don't know what that word means, isn't it funny, right? How Larry Reid tells these people in private a different story than what he tell his followers when he run online trying to defend himself. All that shit that you telling the public, why you ain't saying that here? You should have been saying, I already told Vincent that this shit was fake and this ain't happening and all of this stuff. If you a real integral man, because you know why it's gonna be different, Larry? It's always gonna be different because you a liar. You ain't you ain't worthy to watch a roach fall from a cabinet after somebody slam it. You understand what I'm saying? You a liar. We done seen you before.
Now, why would you take care of someone whom you thought was betraying you? Up until April 2023, Larry and Lester were cool because I have the text messages where he was trying to recommend masseuses and Lester was one of the ones he was recommending.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on, let me go back.
I have the text messages where he was trying to recommend masseuses and Lester was one of the ones he was recommending. He was staying in the apartment financed by your seed sowing. Those of you that are part of Reformation Church, doing what up until June before he was attempted to be kicked out? If you listen to Lester's story, there was no bad blood up until June of last year. The recording is in January of last year. So for 6 months, he was receiving money, something, if anything, lodging on you all's dime.
My Lord, my.
And if patterns don't lie, Larry, your sexual involvement makes sense why you would have your cousin Latrice marry him. Because according to Mako, he never wanted to marry Latrice. But guess who pushed it and darn near made him do it? You did. You've used Latrice twice to lock your boyfriends in. That's not nice.
I asked Latrice, will she be interested in a contract of marriage? She was like, okay. She met him. She liked him anyway. She said, okay, fine. Of course, she was never trying to have sex with him. Right. But it was just to have a friendship. Him and Josh getting on good. So
allegedly, the MBN network accountant or ex-accountant was stealing money, hard-earned prophetic seeds. Patrons sold at the word of their prophet, Larry Reid. The accountant's name, the ex or former accountant's name is Eddie Banks. He was able to steal, according to what Larry told me, $6,000 at a time.
Yeah, because Larry can be charged with that. From my understanding, it's because the guy, especially when the feds or whoever investigated, I mean, you got a guy who's illegal over here and you want to be in a relationship with him, and instead of you marrying him for love, you don't want to be married to him. You want your cousin to do it. That is, I mean, I would think that is illegal if you ask me, but hey.
Eddie, I'm not accusing you of doing it. You got to go ask Larry why he would call and tell me that. All the trips that you've seen me on, I never paid a dime. Not a hotel room, not a meal, not a plane ticket. Thank you, sowers of the NBN network. Every car they drive, the jewelry, clothes, and the houses of not just Larry, but partially the entire leadership is off of the back of the NBN church members, the patrons, the LRL platform supporters. And let me tell you, there's not one house owed. No one's paying mortgage. Your seeds are being poured into rent. 2 houses in Atlanta, 1 house in Charlotte, 1 house at one time, 2 houses in Miami, 1 house in LA. It was around about, I don't know the exact number, but I guarantee you it was near $60,000 a month at one time that your seed sowing was paying into rent for one man and his team. No one generates a real penny. No one is a true entrepreneur. No one is making a significant amount of money or living outside of the MBN network. It is all off of you. It's not even the YouTube views. They're not that high for him to be around so long. It's all
Nicole, I'm gonna get my thoughts about that too at the end.
All off of you in the Reformation Church and in Patreon. We were watching a video. The producer and I was watching the video yesterday, and one woman sold into Larry, and she said, Larry, I sent you all I got. And my heart almost broke because these people believe in you, and you are literally raising dark, deviant hell behind the scenes. And I know there are some that's going to keep on supporting you, but I'm just trying to help somebody not make a mockery or fool out of themselves any longer. Now, this doesn't include Cameron and Erica Phillips or Josh Merrills or Felicia and mostly Nathan Locklear. Okay. These people are fairly smart and could leave the NBN network right now and live a healthy, profitable lifestyle. Everyone else needs your tithe in your offering, or they wouldn't be able to sustain the life you're trying to sow to get. I have heard more than enough stories of people going broke, being unhoused, and utterly depressed because Larry teaches a type of gospel that subtly demands you give or sow at the powerless word of the prophet with no significant manifestation, which is then attributed to the era of the sower. And for what I understand, the response is, if you're not receiving blessings from your seed, there must be financial sin in your life. Well, can you guess what the solution is to the financial seed sin? Sow again. So you see the cycle. I sow, nothing happens. I feel like I'm sinning. So I sow, nothing happens. I feel like I'm sinning. So I sow, nothing happens. In the meantime, while you're going in that loop, they're in Aruba and Miami and we were in LA. We were eating the best steaks off of that loop. I stayed in 5-star hotels off of that loop. Some of this camera equipment I purchased off of that loop. I'm not a hero here. I'm a whistleblower. In my conclusion, I am a gay man. I've had my share of gay sexual experiences, more than I would have liked to have. I've done everything that come to my mind outside of hard drugs. My nose, my allergies, and sinuses will not allow me to do that. That being said, these men I named participating in gay sex is not the issue. Outside of Levante, these are grown men. The issue is the lies, deceit, and hypocrisy as they talk about others while doing the same thing themselves. It's Larry dragging Lisa all these years on her mothering and leaving him for a woman when he never even fathered his kids. Kendall, Larry, Latrice, and Mako, and myself did. And you didn't have to leave her for a man. You kept the men in your house the whole time. It was Larry treating Latrice like she was a dirty dog and dragging Deja McBride's name in the mud because Latrice was dating Deja, a younger member in the church, while having at least, the very least, an improper communication with Lavontre Andrews. Also, at the same time, having sexual dealings with Shamaka Bryant, Kendall Peacock, Nathan Locklear, D'Amario Hines, and myself, Vincent Terrill Hill. Now, I want to say sorry, D'Amario Hines. I wasn't going to put your name in this because as far as I know, you don't deal with Larry anymore or that crew. However, your name was publicly put out by Delquan, and I happened to hear the interview this morning. So I might as well confirm what Delquan was saying. Larry told me himself that one day you came over the house, you laid on the floor, poked your booty out, and Larry dry humped you. And y'all did some other things, maybe some petting or something like that. That's what Larry told me. If it's a lie, go to Larry. If it's the truth, I don't know what to tell you. The point is, this man is a dark, deviant, evil narcissist. In all of these cases, you all's names are dragged in it because he never cared about any of us in the first place. He is sick. These people that have accused him might be liars. They might not pay their bills. They might have issues. They might not be of character. But for the interviews that I saw or heard, none of those people have characterized Larry Reid wrongly. Just because, Larry, you can assassinate characters don't mean that your character is clean. Just because somebody don't pay their bills or they owe somebody money don't mean they're lying on you. Everybody is not lying on you. It's the fact that you act as if you've only tried peeing. You would do it if you wanted to do it. These kind of soft launches so you can come back to your audience and say, oh, well, I told y'all, no. Tell the truth. You kept a 13-year sexual relationship with me. You enjoyed it. You wanted it. And when I didn't want to give it to you, you demanded it. You like men more than you like women. Ooh. Stop playing with these people. It's the fact that you have done stories on Brian Karn, E. Dewey Smith, Matthew Stevenson, Jamal Bryant, James Hall. I got to eat that one too. Some of these people we did stories together on. Darrell Walls and countless others, while you are way more sinister and dark and deviant and ugly on the inside than they will ever be.
And outside.
Ugly on the inside. This whole idea of the platform being about women and kids. How is that when the woman in your life you've mistreated ever since I've known you and her? And those kids you deal with when you want to deal with them. You all have been lied to. Oh, how can I forget T.D. Jakes? For peace sakes. Manasseh Jordan, if you are truly, truly trying to wave a banner of integrity or truth, discard your partnership with Larry Reid immediately, or everyone that watches this, mark him as a false prophet, shearing the sheep for gain. If T.D. Jakes is truly guilty, he won't be brought down by the hands of thieves. In darkness, cosplaying as truth and light. It's not how that works. Bishop Bernard Jordan, if you are as integral and truly a prophet as you say you are, you know I'm telling the truth. You know it. We're Geminis. You know how we roll. Talk some sense into Larry. Sir, if you don't, everyone watching this deem him a false prophet that would rather conveniently receive the seeds off of the back of the poor than to stand up for innocent people who's being trampled over by a dark, deviant.
All right, so that was the end of that. Let me say this. We're so glad that Vincent came out to justify or corroborate the story of Levontre Andrews. Now, I'm not too much inclined to hear or be worried about what these other guys and these other guys he was sleeping with, you know, but it was a gavel. But I'm more worried about Levontre Andrews because he was a child when Larry did this stuff to him that you're corroborating. And I don't believe Vincent when he says nobody told him. 13 years with a man, being there all this time, and then nobody tell you. I don't believe it. All this stuff was going on. Now, it may be true that he did not know. And it may be true that Larry was doing all this stuff with grown men. I don't feel like it was Vincent's place to come out and say that when it's dealing with grown men. But when he found out the story about Levontre, I'm still confused because Levontre said the very same thing that you said Larry did to you publicly before you even spoke to him, from my understanding. And when Levontre came out on Woody Woodpecker channel, Tasha K, Woody, pet. Y'all know Tasha K, Woody Woodpecker. You can find her outside of your backyard picking the motherfucking trees. Huh. See, even when he came out and Larry Reid came back out behind him and tried to make him seem like a liar, Vincent, why didn't you come out and say, no, this is not true. This is not true. Larry Reid did touch that boy. Larry Reid did. Levontre is not lying because he did the same thing to me. Similar things made me do the same thing. And you said out of your mouth that you knew he wasn't lying. Don't we even act like you ain't been following Larry Reid and looking at Larry Reid since you left. You get what I'm saying? So we gonna leave you alone. Ain't gonna roast you too bad, Vincent, because I just cared about Levontre's story. That's why I cut Larry off. You get what I'm saying? Because this man is saying that you touched him when he was a child. And I expose pastors that are predators. So Larry Reid being accused of this, that's what made me be like, okay, I didn't want to hear his, okay, I ain't really trying to fuck. You know what I'm saying? We never hung out stuff, but messaging and stuff like that. Nothing ever weird or anything like that. But it's like, okay, you was a pastor. I know how these pastors do. So in my mind, let me step back and figure out what's going on. And then I started watching Larry, and I started seeing how he's a manipulator. I started seeing how, you know, how people use their followers to try to discredit somebody because they like you so much and they love you so much that they're going to believe you. It's going to have to take Larry Reid going to jail in handcuffs to get up for his followers to believe him, because he won't be going live no more. He going to be in jail. You get what I'm saying? He going to be in jail. And I think that Levontre Andrews should start a GoFundMe account and let the people help him get him a good lawyer, because Tasha K fucked him up. I wouldn't dare bring somebody on my platform that I trust their story and make these allegations against a person that I know who loves to send cease and desist letters and talks about they are for punks. And we know who the punk is. Larry Reid was more woman than his wife was. He was more woman. He wanted more. Okay. They say he was a top, but I believe he's a bottom. And I believe, you know, he wanted more dick than his wife wanted. She had to go get her plastic dick. Lisa found out that he was fucking these men. And then he was trying to come back and stick his golden shitty tip in Lisa's ass. Didn't want the pussy. Bend that ass over. Let me bend that ass over. Let that coochie breathe. Bend that ass over. Let that coochie breathe. Shake that ass for Drake. Then shake that ass for me. That's the type of person Larry was. Larry wanted the women to let that coochie breathe. Lisa, let that coochie breathe and bring that hole to me. That's what he wanted. He ain't want no pussy. Because if he wanted some coochie, he would still be with the Lord, serving the Lord, and he would still be over there preaching the gospel and with his wife. He didn't want no coochie. Let that coochie breathe. Shake that ass for Drake. Then come shake that ass for me. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm gonna give Vincent a pass because I knew when they was up there that they was. Listen, there's too many men living in one household. Too many. If we ain't on vacation for a week, all of us, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. No. What the hoes in here? What the girls at? Where the ladies at? Let me go out here and talk to the women. How y'all doing? Like, damn, you fine. What's up, baby? You know what I'm saying? All these damn men, we ain't seen that. Do you got any home girls? You ain't got no home girl. Definitely ain't got no woman. I mean, damn. Larry, you should have just dealt with one person. You don't need to be having all these people around you doing all of this sinful stuff. Contract marriages, you on audio admitting that you asked someone to do a contract marriage. There's a marriage certificate that you could pay for $10 to get the marriage certificate. Shamarco is no, he's a legitimate. I can go right now and be a bishop today. I can go online, put my application in, order my my collar, okay, tab, whatever, get all. I can do that too. I could be a bishop today. Shamarco just became one of them pastors to be able to officiate a wedding. You know, I don't know. But I know, you know, Larry's been busted. He's a liar. He's a liar. That's what he is. And he wants people to believe that he's the truth. Y'all keep sending this money. B-Mob, don't send me no money if that's all you got. If I say, you know, send $1, send $2, $3. I ain't asking you for no 20 and 40 and 80 damn dollars. Don't send me that if you know that you got to pay your rent and you know you need this dollar to count. Support when you can. You know. But hey, the Bible. Matter of fact, let me get this correct scripture up. Let me see. Let me get this correct. Let me get this. Let me see. Hold on. Wait. Let me see. Who's Titus 1? And I'm gonna show y'all this, and I'm gonna get on off of here. It says Titus 1:11 through 12, King James Version. It says, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake. You know what filthy lucre is? Filthy lucre say, one of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said, oh my God. You follow me? Okay. Oh, the Bible tell you why they chase filthy lucre, baby. It tells you that the money ain't clean. He get on like, listen, Larry, let me tell y'all what Larry Reid do. Larry gets online because Vincent already talked about his fetish. He has a fetish for seeing men naked. And so Larry, this is my opinion and what I believe he does. He only do this job so that people can send him money to be able to pay his boy toys off. He don't do this job because he want to have conversations in the church. All we've seen him do was have a reformation, bring all of these fools and drunks and liars and backbiters on his platform, controversial people. He never go and get a Ty Hall. He never go and get a Brian Mosley and have a conversation about them. You know, he never go get, what's her name? T.L. Penny and all of these big name preachers who ain't in scandal. You get what I'm saying? He always go get these. So he got to give y'all a little something to show y'all what he's doing with the money. But his sin outweighs his ministry. His sin outweighs the good that he's done. But my job as a journalist is to report the facts and to stay on the on getting information. So I'm pressing everybody. I'm pressing Raleigh Police Department. Okay, let me show y'all what they sent me today, because I had got this one time before, but I messed up. And let me show y'all this real quick before I get off of here, because I got to go. Because I made a commitment to somebody and I'm already late. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Okay. Nope, this is the same one. Hold on. Okay. All right, this is the same. Okay, this is the same. Okay, so this is right here I got in September 2020. September 23rd, 2022, from the Raleigh Police Department. It's the same thing. They resent it. Okay, so I guess oh shit. Okay, so this is the one that I got. Okay, damn, I found it. I'm typing in. Okay, so this right here, let me pull these up. Okay, so this right here is the Freedom of Information Act request that I got back in September, but I got another copy today. I was trying to find it, but I guess I pulled up the actual one. I'm not paying attention. Okay, so this is an official certified copy provided from the Raleigh Police Department. Okay, if you guys want to get public records, you can get that email. But this was a police report that Levante had filed back on August 6th, August 6th, 2018. And the offense was sex offense forcible fondling. Can y'all see that? Let me put this up here big for y'all to see that. Location was at 3216 Aussie Drive. Okay, 8618, 8618. He got the fence date up here. They didn't put the victims there, but all of these are related to Larry Reid. And then they sent me another one where a burglary, forcible communication, whatever, 4/8/2008. Same time, Larry Darnell Reid. All of this stuff is in relations to him. Okay. I think my FOIA request is on this as well. Okay, dear Raleigh Police Department. Under North Carolina Public Records Law, I'm requesting an opportunity to inspect or obtain copies of public records of police reports related to a Larry Darnell Reid. Okay. But anyway, so he said that this was I got all police reports. So anything related to Larry, I got them all. Okay, burglary, forcible. Okay, Larry Darnell Reid reported by somebody stole one black and color keyboard with gray, blue, and white writing on it. On floor, AMP black and color. This is identity theft. Description: money transfer out of an account to an account in Puerto Rico. $6,523. Larry Darnell Reid. And then this one right here is fraud. Larry is the victim, I guess. That's what it says. But it don't have who is it reported by. And then this one was all other offensive communicating threats. And I found this strange because this is Shamarko. This got Shamarko's name on it. You see that? Thank y'all so much. You see that? That got Shamarko's name on it. And it's related to Larry Reid because all of these police reports are related to Larry Reid. I don't know why they don't have the defendants up here, but it seems like in 2007, Shamarko had filed a police report against Larry Reid for communicating threats, and the victim name is Shamarko Lawan Bryant. And at that time, he was staying at 5912 Inslee Court in Raleigh. And then another one communicating threats. And this has Latrice Bryant on it. Oh, that's... Oh. Okay, but I thought they weren't married. Wait, hold on, wait. Didn't that man say them people weren't married? Okay, well, they got the same last name, child. Maybe they cousins. But yeah, so that's that. So that's that. Woo. So that's that. So listen, Larry Reid, I believe, is a predator. I believe that he sexually molested. Everything that Levante Andrews said, I believe he did it. I'm staying in contact with the Raleigh Police Department to keep an update on the investigation and what is going to come out of this, being that, you know, they will have the footage, or I'm sure they probably have the footage now of Vincent corroborating Levante Andrews' story. And if I were Vincent, do the right thing. Help Levante get justice. Don't just, you talking about us getting likes, clicks, and views. I hope you went to the police before you came online. I hope you went and told Raleigh Police Department that you were there living with Larry for all of these years. And you've seen him. You've seen what he do. You've seen him, you know, tell him what you saw. Be honest. Get this man justice. How dare you keep letting an alleged predator sit online and terrorize and torment his abusers and his victims and the people he's sleeping with and the people that he's seen coming out, standing outside of the door, you know, with on a Ring camera. This man is a liar. And I'm going to TikTok with this story. Ah! All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. Appreciate y'all. I'm in a little rush tonight. I can't hang out and take phone calls. I might do it after dark later tonight. So make sure you stay tuned. And listen, I think I'm going to go live in the morning because I want to do some commentary on this Fannie Willis case that's going on down there in Atlanta and Fulton County. And I fell out my chair today when I heard Fannie, how she was, you know, and I think I'm gonna give Fannie a little grace because from my assumption, I thought they was trying to prove, but baby, they going deep down talking about, well, who paid for the meal? Oh, what you mean? Ain't none of your motherfucking business who paid for the meal? Did you pay that tax lien? No, you mean tell me you could have paid that tax lien before you sent? So I might be covering that in the morning. So we're gonna have a little, you know, a little brunch, a little morning brunch date tomorrow. So y'all make sure y'all join me in the morning at we're gonna 9 o'clock, 9:30ish. Just come at 10, goddammit. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. We might do it after dark later on tonight. Let y'all call in, you know, and we'll go for there. Thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. I love y'all. Beat Mob. Peace.